The guards checked the iron bars 3 times. Not because they feared escape, but who sat behind them. Inside cell block D, under flickering lights, sat a man whose name controlled an empire across 3 continents. His name, Don Salvatore Ricci. Locked behind concrete walls, he was still Palermo's most powerful crime boss. When Don Ricci was arrested, newspapers called it the end of the Sicilian shadow. Politicians celebrated, police toasted. Within 48 hours, 3 judges resigned, 2 prosecutors disappeared. A $50 million shipment crossed the Mediterranean untouched. The message was clear. Ricci had not fallen. He had simply changed officers. Salvatore Ricci wasn't born into power. He was born in 1962 in a crumbling apartment above a Palermo butcher shop. His father worked 2 jobs, owed loan sharks. His mother sold bread. Poverty was their daily companion. At age 9, Salvatore watched his father beaten by debt collectors. Neighbors shut their windows. That moment carved something permanent into his soul. Not fear, not anger, but ambition. At 12, Salvatore ran errands for street smugglers. One evening, Franco Bellomo stopped him. Franco handed him an envelope. Inside was more money than his family earned in 3 months. Franco smiled, saying, "In this world, respect is more valuable than money. But money buys the respect of cowards." That night, Salvatore didn't sleep. He planned. By 16, Salvatore wasn't delivering packages. He was organizing routes. By 19, he controlled a small smuggling ring. By 22, he made a decision that made older Mafia captains whisper his name with caution. He betrayed his mentor. Franco Bellomo believed Salvatore was loyal, treating him like a son. But Salvatore noticed Franco growing careless. In the Mafia world, carelessness was death. So Salvatore made a deal with rival families. He handed them Franco's shipment routes. In return, they handed Salvatore territory. Franco Bellomo's body was discovered 2 weeks later, buried in olive fields outside Palermo. Salvatore attended the funeral wearing a black suit and dry eyes. From that day, he was Illinois Phantasma, the ghost. Through the late 1980s and early 1990s, Salvatore expanded rapidly. He moved into international drug trafficking and casino money laundering. He also controlled political bribery networks, port shipping, and underground arms trading. Unlike older bosses, Salvatore ruled through structure. He studied business models and copied corporate management systems. He created coded communication systems years before digital encryption. Investigators admitted he ran his crime family like a multinational company. In 1998, the aging boss, Don Lorenzo Berardi, summoned Salvatore to a private villa overlooking the sea. Lorenzo was dying. Inside, candles burned as senior Mafia captains gathered silently. Lorenzo handed Salvatore a gold ring, a symbol of leadership. But before he accepted, gunshots erupted. Rival assassins stormed the villa. Chaos exploded as bullets shattered glass windows. Salvatore didn't run. He walked toward the entrance, picked up a fallen guard shotgun. He personally led the defense, killing every attacker before they reached Lorenzo's chamber. By sunrise, the villa smelled of gunpowder and blood. Lorenzo placed the ring on Salvatore's finger. With trembling breath, he whispered, "The ghost is now the king." Under Don Ricci's rule, the organization expanded beyond Italy into Spain, Brazil, the United States, and Eastern Europe. Politicians attended his charity galas. Business executives signed hidden agreements. Law enforcement investigations mysteriously collapsed. Salvatore never appeared in public violence. He believed visibility created vulnerability. Instead, he ruled through whispers, through loyalty, through fear that traveled faster than bullets. In 2005, Salvatore met Isabella Moretti, a classical pianist from Florence. She had no connection to crime. For the first time, Salvatore experienced peace. He built her a mansion overlooking Lake Como. He even spoke about retiring. But the Mafia world doesn't forgive weakness. And enemies were watching. In 2012, international agencies launched Operation Iron Crown. It combined intelligence from Italian anti-mafia units, Interpol, and the FBI. For 2 years, they tracked encrypted phone lines and shipping records. But the breakthrough came from betrayal. One of Salvatore's closest captains, Marco Vital, turned informant after being arrested in Spain. Marco revealed locations, bank networks, and internal codes. And one rainy October night, police stormed Salvatore's estate. He didn't resist. He adjusted his cufflinks and said, "Kings are not removed. They are relocated." Authorities placed Salvatore inside Italy's most secure prison. Total isolation. No visitors. No phone calls. At least, that's what the government believed. Within 6 months, his organization operated flawlessly. Rivals who attempted to take territory vanished. New business expansions appeared across Europe. Investigators became terrified of one possibility. Salvatore Ricci was still issuing orders from a prison cell. And that was only the beginning of the legend. Don Ricci hadn't lost control of his empire. He had built his most dangerous system yet, from inside a cage.